Hi, this is Rocco, and today is May 19th, 2017. Here in Italy, it's starting to be kind of hot weather, and I'm sitting here with my air conditioning on, and we are going to have our first weekly reading for the week ahead. So, happy weekend for all of you. And then you'll understand the meaning of this reading starting from Monday next week, if not from the end of this video, so that you'll be able to understand in which way you can not only see energy but also change it according to what you like. And isn't this a little bit of what we like to do in angel magic, that we like to change things around to the way that they best fit the idea of our creator and the idea of that we have for ourselves. So there can be a there can be a journey that will be announced to you, whether a spiritual initiation or the beginning of some type of spiritual apprenticeship phase of your life, or we're being reminded that to some of you it'll be a week full of love, because I'm getting the card marriage. Everything that has to do with healing, love, being yourself, having ideas, everything that has to do, in other words, with fertility. So it'll be a week much associated to planet Venus and its significance in astrology and magic. So we're gonna draw 3 cards for next week. Just gonna lay them on my laptop, and then I will take them up and show them to you. So one is for Monday and Tuesday. Card is Autumn. This is from the Magical Messages of the Fairies Oracle card deck. Card says, in the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. Fairies are nature spirits, and they're connected to the element of earth. So although we're in the springtime, a lot of people who live in Australia or in the southern hemisphere will, for example, receive a lot of blessings during their Mabon or during their next magical holiday that will open their hearts to receiving the grace of Mother Mary much more. This is at a very high spiritual level. More bluntly, the card shows that during the first part of next week, we'll be more in touch with our divine feminine, wherever we are, and we'll be able to be more aware of it if we are, again, in the southern hemisphere rather than in the northern hemisphere. This has more profound reasons, but I don't feel the motivation to tell you all these secrets while we're just doing a quick free reading for next week. So again, I'm being reminded that it will be a week for healing, and you've got the power. Wednesday and Tuesday, you've got the power card. You've got the power to understand the significance of dreams, and understand the idea of society, and understand the way for you to be something different than society. It's a good week, if the moon phase is right, to call upon the goddess Venus or Archangel Hanael or Aphrodite, or even other spirits such as spirits of nature and stuff that might help you to find the love that you need. A lot of women out there I see are looking for a marriage proposal, and a lot of women are looking forward to hear the voice of their loved ones once more. And it's okay to try to contact heaven to mm, understand the reasons behind a loss, but it's also important to enjoy your life in the here and now. So, for those of you who lost a partner, I highly recommend Louise Hay's book about healing grief, and because she's one of the most powerful healers historically worldwide, and absolutely it'll be clear that you'll be touched by her esoteric, although almost mainstream in her language, a way to touch your heart. So that's all. Today we will try a spirit of the Scandinavian tradition. These gods are very, and goddesses are quite like Odin and Loki and others are pretty linked to the elves and other Germanic and Viking traditions of water, fire, earth, and air type of thing, type of philosophy, a very basic elemental magic. Because fire becomes the wind that elevates it into rage, and water is the softener of the same rage that was elevated, and in the middle there's earth. So we want to call forth a couple of spirits of, again, the Scandinavian religion and magic, and ultimately although it sounds a bit off, we are going to call another spirit that is from Mexico, and she'll try to connect us to the energy of the dead, so that you'll be able to understand now the difference between the energy that is fertility and the energy that is death, and then so that you'll be able to locate yourself in terms of vitality in one of these two extremes: sterile, futile, or useful and fertile. And nature, being created by God, reasons the same as God does. Although God has a personality of his own, and he is merciful, they say, he cannot always go against the laws of nature. It's common how Jesus used to resuscitate the dead, and quite a lot of saints have done it. Thinking of Saint George and others. All it takes is really for you to ask these powers to. It'll be a few people with the privilege of it, but as for these powers that are metaphysical to a being that's metaphysical, being beyond the physical, tangible reality that you enslave yourself in, that we call ego. And once you come out of the cage, whether crawling or not, you'll be able to take a look at the sky and see where you really come from and where you really want to go to. And this is how you realize that the reality of our situation today is so pretty and so understandable and so amazing. So we'll just bring in some, in short, nature spirits today to first meditate on the energy of fertility. Just in terms of energy, I won't give you any guidelines audio-wise. So just try to connect to the energy that I'm creating. And that would be more the energy of another spirit that's more connected to the afterlife realm. Now, while this spirit will continue to ward off her energy, you will think about your life and what you're trying to do to impress God, and what you're trying to do to impress Saint Michael, Raphael, and the other holy archangels of God, and in short, what you're doing for yourself. And after a while, you realize it's okay to be the seed to be replanted, which is the metamorphosis that people go through during the death phase, because your soul is also fertile of new, not corpses, but new bodies, new essences, if you will, new lives. But the soul is so connected to life that it is eternal, and so there can only be really a movement of your soul moves from heaven to earth and back and forth when people die, and it's actually very generous, in quotes, from God to make you so close to you by simply moving your spirit from a lower to a higher state when people, they say, die. But again, because angels don't have a physical body, and in essence you are an angel, and if you're aware enough, you'll just be moved to the after earthly life realm in with no pain, and then back on earth for another mission with as much awareness as possible. So God really only created different types of realities, and you don't die, you just change the connection or home, if you will, that you live in. But in truth, there's been a lot of saints and gods and people. If you read the story of the goddess, the Yoruba goddess Oshun, or other humans that have become gods and goddesses, uh, being part of an etheric field or fantastic realm, while keeping the power of the gods in a physical human body. So, in terms of ideas on what to do next weekend, there's a lot of things to do, but the card that I got was marriage. Try to marry yourself to life, and marry yourself to as much stereotypical as I want to sound, but marry yourself to get married to the Holy Spirit in whichever part of the world you are. You can't really just be slapped by life, but you want to ride on it. And a lot of people get really active in their confrontation with God, because they want to live the life not in the way that He tells them, but in the way that they want, and that's not even being done. So, why, if you have the power to oppose God, or if you have that power to follow Him, why don't you connect yourself to the essence of God, so you can understand a way to be an angel, or a way to be a dark spirit, but at least a way to be alive spiritually. This is just one of the problems that we face in current society, because from what I hear from the angels, they tell me that a lot of wars are being ended. There are a lot of light workers, among which myself will be brought forth in the next few years. Doreen Virtue and other authors will be elevated, while other authors will be among which say others. We won't say their names. Perhaps Robert Reeves or others will be kept where they are. So go and see an event, go meet somebody, find new friends. Um, it's almost the summer solstice, so it's the marriage of the god and the goddess, um, Lisa. So life reciprocating itself in energy and matter, spirit and form, and especially in essence and turbulence, meaning somehow Lucifer getting his hands on some earthly power. This is prophecy that are more robust than in other areas. This has happened today, God told me, and try to connect yourself to some, in this case, angel or dark or even a demon that could tell you more about the changes that we're going through these days. I will write more within a week or so, perhaps in 8 days or so, and I might even channel directly from Lucifer, which is something that I hardly ever do since um, since the last time that I saw him, perhaps. So try to understand the meaning of the summer solstice, a midsummer night's dream, Astarte, the goddess, and all these spirits are before Jesus' second coming, reconnecting a lot more. Not that they're gonna go. There's a thing tourists do in Rome, which is called Italy, called pub crawling. It's not that Michael and Lucifer or Raphael and Azazel, especially not Raphael, are going to go pub crawling, but it's certainly a time for you to look at where you are and what you're doing in your life and what's missing, and praise the Lord that you are being saved every moment of your life by His mercy and your unperfection as a human, as opposed to the perfection of God and the entities around you, being it Lilith or Astarte or again Archangel Uriel, the light of God, or Michael and the fairies and all these translucid spirits of bright light that were created at some point in time to help you. So in short, next week is a week of change, and I want you to think one last time about my question. So where do you stand at in your life? Are you fertile in ideas and life, or are you sterile? Are you GMO, or are you organic? Are you what are you? So just try to find yourself and know that the universe is unifying itself before Jesus' second coming. That, according to what I think, won't happen after 1,000 years from now. So it's not, considering what we've lived so far, it's not a long time. Not a long time, and you, humanity, are not ready. So be ready, and ciao.